Robert Henderson Jr. Show, featuring Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and president of the Henderson Financial Group. Understanding money. It's all about the money.
Good morning, South Florida. Hello, world. This is Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach, joining me here in the beautiful studios of the Henderson Financial Group Studios is my sister-in-law, colleague, vice president of the Henderson Financial Group, Lynda V. Harris. How you doing, sister-in-law?
I'm doing really well, Robert.
Good.
I'm doing really, really well. Thank you. How you doing this morning?
Yes, I'm doing really good. I see you got your shoulders out today.
Got my necklace and
yes.
Not too much.
No, not too much.
Okay,
you know,
all
roaring
right.
20s, we get, you know. But I know you need to tell her, quiet your phone, because everybody can hear that. People don't know that you got a show. Everyone should know that you have a show, live show at 8 o'clock every Saturday morning.
They still do that.
They still do it?
Yeah.
Because people just don't listen, do they?
They don't listen.
Are these children or these are grown-ups?
They are grown-ups.
These are adults that steal. Oh, okay, Lynda, you know, I can tell. If it was children, I understand. But grown-ups? Oh, my God. Let's say hello to our people here. I know we got June right there on time. How you doing, June? Happy Saturday. Oh, Miss Redhead. These are
Redhead, you're going to agree with me today. I'm so glad you're tuning in.
Oh, we got Miss Joanne Jackson Witherspoon. How you doing, Miss Witherspoon? Yeah, you say you're going to agree with you today?
Oh, yeah. I know that.
There you go with this girl power.
I will not apologize.
Oh, man, I tell you. If only we all were girls, huh? How would the world be?
No, we need men. We love our men.
Oh,
yes.
we do? Oh,
we want our men. We need our men. We love our men.
Okay. Today we got a great show lined up for you today. We're going to talk about priority and prioritizing. Lynda wants to go into intangible assets, how important intangible assets is. Personal intangible assets. And she's calling personable intangible. I'll let her explain to you, because normally intangible asset is a table, the desk, things like that. But she thinks that Lynda and I agree that we all need certain type of intangible assets, but I like to prioritize. And I think one of the biggest problems with most people, especially in the financial world, that we don't prioritize. You know, first things should be first. How you doing, Curtis? Curtis Kegler, my homeboy. Been knowing him for a long time. So proud of her. Oh, man, we got Miss Phyllis Jackson Helpburn. We got Miss Dorothy Davis George Henderson. Okay, there's the crew. That's right. And y'all make sure that y'all like us and y'all also share, because we're trying to connect with people all over the world. And we're going to bring you some great information. As a matter of fact, today, Lynda and I will be talking from 8 to 9. And then I'm going to fill in for my daughter Heisey from 9:15 to 10:15. I'm going to fill in with Tavares. We got a great show lined up to you. And don't forget, tune in at 10:30 to 11:30. The one and only James T.
Hey, Devaney.
And it is, we have to understand money. Part 2 comes on at 10:30 to 11:30 with James T. So mark your calendar. Don't go anywhere. We're right here. We got Miss Kia here also. The crew is all lining up, coming in. Boy, I like y'all. See, they know we go on at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. They don't ring the phone.
They're not ringing the bell. They're not texting you.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. All right. You know, first of all, let's talk about this Dow Jones Industrial Average. Man, I tell you, you know, it's an election year, and a lot of people are really, you know, they're concerned about what's the market's going to do during this.
And it's been so volatile.
Yes.
It's been schizophrenic.
Yes, it really has. I mean, even though yesterday it skirted out it was up higher during the day, but at the close, it still managed to be up 100, and the Dow managed to be up 112 points yesterday. And also the S&P 500 was up. A lot of the FANG stocks were up and down, but there's a lot of things that are going on. Still, the cruise lines are still being held hostage, because they're supposed to open up in November, but now we look like we're having a surge of this COVID-19 all over the country. So now they've been handcuffed again. No stocks have fallen down. It's everything that's connected with leisure has been hit hard. Even the hotels, and also the food industry, the restaurant industry. They're still they're still suffering. But some people say that's a good time to buy when things are really, really down, because we know that this too shall pass. So what are you? Are you a short-term thinker, or are you a far-sighted person? Are you nearsighted only, or are you far-sighted? I mean, you should have a combination of both, because you do need to see up close and you do need to see far. And that leads me to my sister-in-law, Lynda V. Harris. I always told her I do really good at farsighted. I tell her some things that are going on, so many things over our last, since I've been knowing her since she was 10 years old. And when I'm married to her sister, her older sister, not an older sister, 1 year older than her, 7 of them. Oh my God! Can you imagine me going into a family with 7 children, 5 girls?
Baptism by fire.
Oh my God! Good thing I had some high self-esteem, boy. I tell you, because they would hear me out. I took on all of them.
And I'm the kindest,
the
most
mama
meekest.
and the daddy. Yeah, yeah. She the only one that, other than her sister. Her sister married me, and then she said, "Okay, I'm gonna hook up with y'all, and I'm gonna get that money. I'm gonna learn about that money." And she's known that I've always been a far-sighted person. I don't just look at what here is now. I look at what is going to be, and that's what I concentrate on. Never looking at. I remember the great Wayne Gretzky, the hockey all-star fame guy. He said, they asked him what was his secret. He said most hockey players would run to where the puck was. He said he always would run where he thought the puck is going to go, and that's why he always had a jump on them. Myself too. I never just look at now. I'm always looking at, okay, this too shall pass, because I know the value of time. And time, like I always say, life is not a snapshot. It's a movie. You got to look down. Okay, once we get past this, how do we look? You can't eat all your nuts right now, because you got to save some for later, because later is coming, and nobody can stop it.
You have always said that,
right?
Every time I would go to you with this idea, that idea, this idea, and I used to think, well, Robert, why are you shooting down all of my ideas? And you would go, let's walk this through. And
That's right.
Let's take our time. Let's think about 5 years from now. Let's think, and I thank you for that. And I give myself a pat on the back for listening.
Yes.
But
look at you. Oh, she's saying she give herself a pat on the back
like
for
the way
listening.
I kinda just switched it up.
I know that. My struggles, boy. I tell you. We got look at Tracy Tompkins is in here.
Hey, James T.
Pamela Sylvain, James T. Oh, brother, James T. That's right, for the Understanding Money Part 2 show will be on at 10:30. Yeah, and you give yourself credit, and I had to go. You kicking and screaming, Lynda. I'm telling you, it's going to come to fruition in 5 years. We're gonna have to wait for this for 10 years.
But Robert, and I'm not a instantaneous gratitude. I want instant gratification.
Right.
Thank you. I'm not that type of person, but here's what I'd like to submit to you. There's something called intangible personal assets. Now, when you think of intangible assets, tangible meaning something you can touch, right?
Yes.
But when I talk about intangible, especially personal assets, I'm talking about assets that contribute to the mind, body, and soul.
Okay.
Some people may poo-poo away. For instance, sometimes that person that wants to go on this $2,500 religious retreat.
Okay.
They call you up and say, I need this to keep moving. I need this for my mind. I need this to be a better person, which in turn I will monetize, and it'll help me get back on my A game.
Okay.
That corporate training.
Okay.
That corporate training, that Six Sigma or something like that, that's going to just give you that little edge over your competitor so you can get the contract. That's nothing you could put your hands on. This is nothing tangible. I got a lot of sister friends that say, I am flying to Arizona to the top spa. I need just a timeout. Yeah, but what about, again, this is for me.
And you agree with that?
It's
is that what you're
important.
saying?
I'm saying it's in the top 2 or 3. It's important. I don't think we should poo-poo it away, because for instance, probably late 20s, early 30s, I talked to you and I said, I'm thinking of getting this cosmetic procedure.
I remember that.
And you will go, Lynda, why?
That's right.
Well, Robert, it'll make me feel good. My shoulders will be back. I will have more confidence, which in turn would show up in my bottom line numbers.
Right.
When you feel good about yourself, you go out there, you look good.
And that was over 20 years ago.
You talked me out of getting that surgical procedure. And I'm glad I listened.
See, okay.
I'm glad I listened.
Don't go too fast. Let's take this in. Let's marinate on this.
Okay.
Over 20 years ago,
Yes.
she wanted to have
A cosmetic procedure.
Cosmetic
We're not
procedure.
gonna say what.
In case you're not going to say what. And I had a
Uh-huh.
rational conversation with her. Now, some of you all may have said, Robert, it was her business.
Mm-hmm.
She could do what she wanted to. And you're right. Because we all have one thing in common. One thing. Choice. We all have choice. The great creator, God, gave us choice. And you're right. But I, being a forward thinker that I am, that gift of looking not just now, but later,
Okay.
I told her the advantages and the disadvantages of doing that. And with a struggle, she listened. Now, 20, 25 years later, she's saying, thank you, Robert. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying.
Okay, now let's go ahead on.
I have clients that's why a big boom is mommy makeovers. I have clients that after giving having childbirth and their bodies, a child of week have it.
Right.
I say to you, put it up there. Now, I don't mean don't get the baby milk and don't pay your mortgage. I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't just kick it down the road and think it's not important, because intangible assets, I'm telling you, it translates and you can monetize. It makes you feel good.
Well, Parnell
Really,
said he
that
likes
couples
Spa Month.
retreat. When you say, we can't afford it, babe. Listen, y'all at each other's throat. The kids are getting on your nerves. Sometimes you have to go
And
just
feel good.
recharge. Yeah, if you're taking care of an elderly parent, that can be stressful.
Well, Lynda, I mean, we, like Parnell said, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, P? Every June, every July and August, okay, it's 30, usually in Miami, it's,
And they've extended it through the end of October.
yeah,
Yeah.
but this year,
Yeah.
because of the pandemic, but
Yeah.
normally over the last 10,
Yes.
15 years, we look forward to going to Miami Spa Month. Broward County has it too. In the month of July and the whole month of August, they have these spas like $99 that normally cost $400, $500.
Yes.
Day spas where you go and get pampered, get massages, aromatherapy, all this stuff, and you can work out and go to the gym and all that, and we have a good time. We really like that. Okay, so I'm saying that that's something that we need. I mean, we do that. We'll work on a Saturday or Sunday, and we'll not work on a Sunday, but we'll say Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon we going to the Fountain Blue or something, wherever it is,
Wherever it is, right.
And then we'll go and we'll have a whole spa day. We'll
So
spend.
you put value in that.
No, there is
It makes
value
you
in it.
feel-
But let's go. Yeah,
Okay.
but let's go back to when you said the young lady that says she wants to go to Arizona and she wants to spend $2,500 on a retreat.
Right.
Religious retreat.
Right.
Okay, I'm not against that. Remember, Lynda, you know me. I always don't look just from here. Today, I look down the road, and one of the things I look at, I like to prioritize things.
That's important.
I like to
Absolutely.
prioritize. Before the lady spends $2,500 on a religious retreat in Arizona, in the desert somewhere, I just want to make sure that she have life insurance. Okay, that's because you'll find
Okay,
that when it's time to protect your family,
Okay, I can give
most
you that.
people say they don't have extra money, but people always have extra money for the things that they want to do. They want to go on a cruise, a Tom Joyner cruise. I'm not knocking Tom Joyner, but they want to go to Essence. They want to. People always find time that they want to do. The problem is with adults, just like children. We know children don't prioritize because they don't know, they haven't become adults yet. But what happens is when you become adult, a lot of times adults, the problem is why 95% of Americans are not prepared to retire, although they want to retire, but they're not
They went on
financially,
that retreat.
because they didn't prioritize.
I
You have a
agree with
lot of people that don't still adults don't know the essence, the importance of
So Zara,
prioritizing.
that's true, and that's one of the things you should have in place. During this pandemic, some of the things I've done and invested in and intangible. I don't know if you can tell. I just had a major chemical peel.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know. I'm yeah.
You
I
can't
hope
tell
that
on
don't come
camera.
back to Hunter.
I did teeth
Naturalness.
whitening that cost me a couple of
Yeah,
a
okay,
couple
well,
dollars. I'm
baking
doing the
soda.
cleanse now.
Baking
It's
soda.
not baking soda.
That's all she needs, some baking soda.
I've invested in a full body cleanse. So these are
Yeah, now that's good.
intangible things that make me feel good.
Yeah, how you feel since you've been doing this 5 weeks?
You're
5
right.
days?
The first 2 or 3 days was the toughest.
Right.
It's
But it's a
coaching
cleanse.
now. It's
Yeah,
coaching
20-day
now.
cleanse is really good. No, that's good.
intangible assets. All I'm saying is don't poo-poo it away. If it's something that you need, and you gotta prioritize though.
When you say need,
To make your mind,
mentally,
body, and soul mentally. Your mental health is important. Your mental health is everything. If you didn't go home to a kingdom where everything is taken care of, the baby is washed, the house is clean, the dinner, you sit down, and it comes right there. Your mental health, you wouldn't come here and do what you do. So mental health, mind, body, and soul is very important.
I totally agree. You have to have your head game straight in anything you do.
Yeah.
I mean, in anything you do. I mean, you really have to be focused, and you got to be calm, cool, and collected. You know, that's why meditation is big. How you doing, Denise Ward?
And you talked me out of a car. I thought I needed that to make me feel good. It was before my time. It was this great convertible, a high-end car, and you're like, Lynda, wait. And I'm like, but I don't have no kids. It's just me. I could do this. But Lynda, wait. Just wait. It's going to come. It's going to get old as soon as you drive
and fade away.
As soon as the new smell.
The maintenance is going to be, oh, my God.
And the maintenance. Yeah. So I think I'm in a better place to get it now. Not financially, but mentally.
Yes.
Because I was, coming out of the divorce and I had to play catch up. And I thought that would make me feel better after the divorce because I need to go out there and look for it. But, yeah.
But I want you to, and all that what you just said, and she's telling the truth. And she really is.
I am.
But wasn't it a temporary feeling?
It was.
It was. Last week I talked about some of the things that really major that hinders us. You, me, all of us. And we have to get a grip on it.
Okay.
And it's these 5 senses.
Okay.
One of the biggest hindrances is this thing called feelings. What I feel. What you feel. And what you feel.
Hindrance.
It's a hindrance. Because a feeling is a temporary situation.
Yeah.
You feel like this. You're so crazy in love with that person in high school. You thought you was going to marry them. Now you look at them like, oh my God, thank God you did marry
How could
him.
I have thought?
How could you have thought that? Yeah. Feelings really mess a lot of us up. Our feelings. And so
should we ignore them?
No, you should be the boss of your feelings. A lot of people think that their feelings are them,
and they rule them.
And that's right. And the feelings, the man part, the human part. And see, God created us, man. We're something that we are spirits that are far more advanced than we even know ourselves. We really are. I want to say that again. You, me, all of us. We're far more superior than we even can imagine. Our thoughts, what we can achieve. That's what I'm after. That's what I seek. That's what keeps me going. Because I know wherever I am right now, it's infant. I'm an infant in terms of thought. I really do believe that. So therefore, it helps me to continue because I want to grow and learn. And I know that whatever I know right now, there's always more. And how do I know that? Because every time I learn something, every day, every week, every year, I realize, I didn't even know that I didn't even know that I didn't know that.
So the first one is feeling.
Feelings.
Okay.
Okay, feelings. Feelings get, man, you can have a young lady getting ready to go off to college. It only takes a feeling to throw her off her plans. Because that boy just tickled her, and it was a feeling, and her mom and daddy couldn't talk to her no more. She was blind. Yeah. Drugs, addiction. It's a feeling, just a feeling. Alcohol addiction, it's just a feeling. The dark side, that negative spirit likes to attack your feelings. And a lot of people think their feelings are you, but you're not your feelings. Your feelings are stronger. As soon as you mature and start knowing really just who you are, who you belong to, and what a great person, just a great spirit you are, you start to rise. Then you can see clearer. Then you know that when Juicy Lucy comes, that she's not good for you. You know your wife in there who's taking care of you, even though Juicy Lucy done had the surgery and she got the bling bling and bling and she'll rock your world. You know that that's just a setup by the dark side, the negative. And that deals with the feelings.
Okay.
And it's not just the feelings. If you think about all 5 senses, wherever you are in life right now, I promise you, all you got to do is look back and reflect. Do some self-introspection. And I'm telling you, the feelings have something to do with everything wherever you are. If you're in jail right now, it's because of a feeling. Something happened, a feeling. You don't think so?
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree 100%.
So when you talk about the intangible,
okay,
I understand intangible because I like spas. You know, I like to
Okay.
travel. You know,
Okay.
last year we was in Morocco. Right now we were supposed to be in Japan. Yes, but due to the COVID-19, we put that on hold. Some people say, Rob, how do you feel? Do you feel bad? Of course, I do not feel bad. So why do I not feel bad because I can't travel and do the things that I want to? You know, because I deal with reality. It is what it is. We right here, right now, and you have to deal with reality. There's no sense in me complaining that I'm not 7 feet tall anymore. I'm 5'9", and I got over it. And let's go, man. You know, and that's how I deal with life. I said, okay, when life gives you lemons, let's make lemonade.
I got you.
So
I got you.
intangible is good, but first,
Okay.
do you have,
Okay.
in case the plane go down, or in case you're in Arizona,
Yeah.
is the family taken care of?
Yeah. There's certain priorities for sure.
And most people, they're not. Over 90% of people, they don't have the proper type of life insurance. They don't even understand. Most people have death insurance, but they don't understand it. You know.
So prioritize, but do realize that intangible mind, body,
Good
soul
time.
is important.
You said Lynda's always been a good time person. I tell you, she loves life. You know what? Two things that we have in common.
Wait a minute.
Two things that we have in common. Economics. She says this guy knows something, so we have that in common. And I like Lynda because we do have economic mobility in common. We're always trying to do our best. We're always trying to learn, and we're always on the hunt. Whatever we have, we know
the
that there
hunt.
is more. And we don't think about it. We don't push other people and step on anyone. We try to learn, and we constantly doing it. So that's one thing Lynda and I have in common. That's why she is my favorite sister-in-law by far, obviously, right? We have that in common, and then what she calls intangible, the leisure, being able to have balance.
Renting that yacht, you know.
Yeah, we used to rent yachts and stuff like used to.
Used to.
Yeah, and travel, go to Hawaii and see the world, and that's what when
And
you
when
prioritize.
you come back from that, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm stepping on air.
Refreshed.
I'd just like to say before we move on, I'd like to thank MIA Media and Legacy Magazine for selecting me as one of South Florida's most eligible bachelorettes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, he's the top black-owned media in South Florida, Palm Beach, Broward, Dade. Thank you, Saks Fifth Avenue, for styling us. Thank you, Christy Graves, one of the best stylists in South Florida. Thank you, Lynda, for doing the hair. The photo shoot is in the middle of November, which is why I'm getting my.
That's why we talking about this. I knew it was something. That's why we talking about this intangible
thank
glamour.
You for, and hopefully, everybody out there knows I'm getting married again. And
so you're gonna be the bachelorette?
I am one of the 12 top most eligible bachelorettes in South Florida. This is a black publication that celebrates black excellence. One of the top owned black publications in South Florida.
And they selected you.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Right? So
Yeah.
and we're having a reveal party of the publication.
Oh. Look at Tess. Tess, how you doing?
Why
You
just disingenuous. I don't feel the.
I do.
I'm proud of
You are one of the 12
most eligible.
Most eligible.
bachelorettes.
What makes you most eligible versus
Well-
just being eligible? How you become most eligible?
Well, you got eligible, and it's like you're a CFP. That's a black belt. You got eligible, and you got most eligible. There's some of us that are more eligible than others. It's the whole package.
This is kind of questions I ask like a 6-year-old. I really do ask questions like this.
Okay.
So eligible means that you're single, but is most eligible mean you really single?
No,
What
it
is
means you have the whole package. You have the whole package.
Explain that, the whole package.
Perhaps you're on your career path. Perhaps
Okay.
you're on your A game in your finances. You're out there in the community doing things as well. And so you're out there helping the community as well as walking in excellence.
Oh, so that makes you more eligible than the other eligible person.
But which one would you, if you were single, would you just want eligible or most eligible? You want most eligible.
But I don't understand it. I still don't understand. I mean, like most available, most eligible. Like the other person is not eligible enough because
Well,
they have 3 girlfriends.
There's a plethora of women out there.
Right.
Some more
Okay.
eligible than others. And so when we do the reveal, I'll let you know. So, single men, everybody knows
Stay
I'm going to
tuned.
get married again.
So-
Six
so-
packs, 6 figures. Okay, I'm kidding. Maybe 4-pack.
It's 60-year-old 4-pack. Woo! Woo! First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. When you first, when you're 1 to 25 years old, you're in the first quarter. Like sports, you're in the first quarter. From 25 to 50, that's the second quarter, halftime. And then,
25 to 50?
yeah, that's the second quarter. Like
Okay.
like basketball, football, four
Yeah,
quarters.
the first
a
25,
dollar,
25, 25,
like a
25.
dollar. Quarter. So the second 20. If you're 25 years old, from 0 to you're in the first quarter of your life, and the second quarter is 25 to 50. Now it's halftime. When you're 50, you ought to be saying, "I'm not playing no more. Let me get this stuff together. I didn't read. I ain't know nothing. I didn't even know the 50 states. Now I'm 50 years old. I need to learn how to spell Tallahassee now. It's time to straighten up. You're 50. It's halftime.
Okay.
You're half a century. Then the third quarter is from 50 to 75. Now you really should be on your game. If you don't have no money at 50, you need to say, "Hey, at 50, it's not time if you don't have any money to start splurging and having a good time. Because you're in the third quarter, man. So you need to get something. You need to start getting some economic value. Because otherwise, by the time you get in the fourth quarter, you're gonna be a Walmart greeter. You're gonna be eating cat food because the fourth quarter is from 75." And in the fourth quarter, a lot of people don't make it to the end to 100.
Yeah.
Really, I know James C said he definitely gonna do 120. Right, James C, I'm right there
Love
with you,
it.
brother. Okay, so it depends. Now being I don't know, these bachelors, halftime bachelors, bachelorettes. You're coming out, okay, you're in the third quarter.
So, whoa, we're not going to do that ageism
Okay,
thing.
no, I
So
know,
you
'cause
can be an eligible bachelorette in your third quarter as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of them.
We're not going to do that.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, so listen, let's go back to when Lynda was talking about the tangible asset, basically leisure, taking care of your mind, body, and soul, the feel good part of it. And I like to talk about let's prioritize. I think you need to work first. I think you need to get things in order.
Okay.
And one of the things in order, a lot of people say that they don't have extra money to do stuff. They don't have extra money to save for retirement. They don't have extra money. They say they don't have it. But strangely, they have extra money, but they want to go do what they want to do. And I want to tell you something. Nobody has extra money. I want to say it again. Nobody has extra money. Let's get that on the table. Nobody has extra money. So I don't want to hear about you don't have it, because nobody have extra money. What do I mean by that? If you're making $50,000 a year and all of a sudden you get a raise and now you're making $55,000, you don't have any extra money, because now the more money you make, you want to spend that extra money that you're making to have a better life, to get a second car, to go on that retreat. You follow me? To buy that house, that second home, to buy that house on the lake. Every time you do get extra money, it's gone because you find a way to spend it, to make your whole lifestyle go. True or false? Come on, we're adults here, right?
A lot of people do.
So-
Wait a minute. Was it Tessanel Watson Preston?
Yes.
Says Juicy Lucy had the surgery and she's in the third quarter. That's not nice. That's
Thank you.
just not nice.
That's 100%.
That's not nice. Don't listen to this guy.
Tesney.
Thank you, Devaney.
It's true. Congratulations. Kia said, congratulations, Lynda. Third quarter, most eligible most eligible
You got a
bachelor.
witness an assault on the air. And if I was, I would not apologize, and I would wear it proudly.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. Let's get back to this, because you. But you're right. If you have,
Okay. What I'm trying to, Lynda, what I'm, let's get back to when I say nobody have extra money. Isn't it obvious when people have extra money, they go buy a watch, go buy a Rolex. They have extra money to go to fancy
you got
restaurant.
money for that, but not that. Absolutely,
Right.
You're right.
Think about it.
You're right.
And you should
Those are
prioritize.
tangible assets.
Listen, you got husbands that don't have life insurance for their family, and they say they love their family. You're supposed to at least protect that. Let me tell you why I say life insurance. Think about this. People insure their homes. Now, you might not live in that home for the rest of your life, but you insure your home. And the only reason why you insure your home is because the mortgage company tells you better insure it. Otherwise, they will insure it for you. It's forced insurance,
Absolutely.
right? And it costs more. So they make you insure that asset, all right? Now, people insure their cars. People have 100%, like full coverage on a 1985 Buick, and they still have Allstate because they just love Allstate, and they still have it insured like it was full coverage.
Right.
Don't know that when they get in an
Not even
accident,
right,
they're
the
gonna give
value
them,
isn't
you
even
give them
there.
$300,
Okay.
and they've been paying $3,000 a year for that insurance. Most people have the wrong type of auto insurance. I'm telling you, right? So you insure that. But when it comes to insuring your life, really, how much are you worth? I think before anybody's supposed to be insured, you're supposed to at least insure your life. It's something called the human life value. How much do you value your life? If you don't have $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million, then what you're saying to the world is, I'm not worth it. The car, the house. A lot of y'all have insurance on a $300,000 house, but you don't have insurance on you.
Yeah, the purse is more valuable.
What?
The shoes are more valuable, but you won't do the right thing. And like you said, number one is insurance. That's the best love note you can give your loved
What?
one. That's the best love letter.
And shame on you that says, I don't care, I'm not getting no insurance. My mama didn't leave me nothing. My daddy didn't leave me nothing. I made it, so y'all got to make it too.
How did
Shame
that make
on
you feel when they didn't leave you anything? It's
That's
one of the
right.
best ways to create generational wealth. So we got to get that right, Bob.
And you don't have to just leave it to them and let them splurge it. You can set it up. That's strategy. If I'm gonna leave you $300,000 and you still 30 years old, going on 12, and I know that you can't handle it, I'm gonna have a living trust set up. So if I do go, and when I go, that $300,000 is not gonna come to you tax free as a lump sum. You have to do certain things, and you have to use it so you can dictate it right from the grave. You really can.
One of the best examples of dictating from the grave is Whitney Houston. She did a trust,
Oh, she did?
and she cut out her ex-husband, Bobby Brown, but then she left to her daughter, but in drips. The first multi-million was at 19 because she knew her child. The second multi-million was to be at 25, but unfortunately, Bobby Christina died prior to that. So
Wow.
she sort of knew her daughter
Yeah.
couldn't handle it, and she dictated that from the grave.
Oh, that's pretty
She
good.
sure did.
Now another guy, Chadwick. I'm hearing. I don't know yet. I have to verify it.
Okay.
That he just
Bosman?
Yeah. So
Okay.
he didn't have a will, and he just got married. I mean, that's what I heard.
I
I got to
understand
find
the young
out.
lady may be having his child as well.
I don't
We don't know, unless
But
I see it
But a
and
lot
hear
of
it from
people.
the
Let me tell you
person. I don't
something.
know.
These are things where I say you need, especially a certified financial planner. You need
Mm-hmm.
someone who's going to actually look over
Yeah.
the whole scope of what you're trying to do. A lot of people say they want to retire. They're 50 years old and they say they want to retire at 55 and they don't have 2 nickels to call it a dime, but they say they want to retire. That's like having a car. That's like getting in your car and you have a quarter tank of gas and you have to travel 300 miles and you just say you're going to get in the car even though you only have a quarter tank and you have to drive 300 miles and you don't have no money, no credit card. You don't even have a empty gas can, but you say you're going to drive it anyway. Is that rational?
No, it
That's
doesn't
not
make
planning.
sense.
So if you're saying that, hey, I want to retire, but you're a squirrel and you've ate all your nuts, you've leisured, you went on a retreat, you went on all the cruises, you went and got you a big fancy modern, some kind of luxury car so everybody could look at you, and you don't have any type of coverage.
Now, I'm not saying, back to the intangible assets. I'm not saying go get that surgery so you can look good to go on the cruise, and you don't have your financial house in order.
Okay, now that's what
That's
I wanted to hear you say.
I'm not saying that. As a
Okay,
matter of fact,
let's
if you
reel
do
it-
that, shame
okay,
on you.
okay.
But you want to, again, I just say it's up there in the top 3.
But don't you think that most people focus on the feeling things, those things
They
first?
really do, and that's why
Say- hold on.
78% of Americans aren't prepared for retirement.
Right.
That's why credit card debt is 30,000 plus minimum across the board, and that's why we got so many stats. But you're 100% right. You can't argue with the numbers.
So I'm saying I see this. I've been seeing this over 30 years, so I really know what's happening out there. Listen, when you come to the Henderson Financial Group, we're going to sit down with you. We're going to talk to you. You're not going to be a number. It's not you calling your number and then we put you on hold and you go to another department and get you on hold. No, you're gonna talk to someone here, okay? You have a conversation. Now, a lot of people don't want to admit it. They don't want to really have a conversation. But if you're gonna talk to us and we're gonna do something for you, we got to analyze the situation. We got to diagnose, and then we got to prescribe medicine, financial medicine. That's what we do. Okay, we're not gonna say here, just take this and feel good.
Right.
We're going to say, what are you trying to do? What are your goals? And a lot of times people say, I don't have a goal. Then we're going to be realistic with you with your goals and say exactly what are you trying to do. Let me tell you something. There's always a solution to a problem. I want to say it again.
Yeah.
There's always a solution to a problem. Now, you may have to do a few push-ups.
Right. Yes.
You may have to do a few push-ups.
Yep.
But everything good, think about it. Everything, if you really look at your life, everything that's worth having, you had to do some push-ups. You had to have some sacrifice. There is some trade-off, and that's good. If someone is telling you to get involved and there is no push-up doing or no little extra, there's no sacrifice, there's no discipline that's entailed in it, then you're doing the wrong thing. It's wrong. Okay? When someone tells you,
it's
join
easy.
this, it's easy.
Quick money.
Run. That's child's play.
Yeah.
Child's play. Okay? It's easy being a kid, especially when you're 2 years old. You don't have to worry about, changing your diaper. Somebody change it for you. Somebody gonna feed you. I mean, I wouldn't say 2, because 2 nowadays you got to be potty trained. But let's say 1.5. 1.5 years old was my best time in life. I could just let it rip and I go to sleep when I wanted to go to sleep. You know what I mean? If truth did, that was the best time. You would never be as free as, I don't care if you're a billionaire, you wouldn't, because you got responsibility.
Absolutely.
You would never be as free as when you was 1.5 years old. Okay, think about that. So what I'm saying now, as you get to an adult, you have to start prioritizing. Say, okay, listen, let's plan. This is what we want to do, honey. We're getting older. We're in the third quarter, or we're in the fourth quarter. Why are you screaming like that? You don't like that analogy?
I really don't. I really don't.
Why?
I really don't.
Why? It's right in your face?
No, it's not in my face.
Why would you like when I use the analysis of first quarter, third quarter?
It has a negative connotation.
Tell me,
it's
explain
a
that.
blessing to be in the second or third.
But tell me,
you're
what's negative about the truth? Okay, just tell me. I'm gonna be quiet. You said it has a negative.
There's ways to present it to where it's healing words and not hurtful words.
Okay, let's stop right there. Using the sports analogy, when I say first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, first quarter, think of $1, think of 4 quarters, and use those in ages and time. From 1 year old to 25, that's the first quarter.
Okay.
From 25 to 50, that's the second quarter.
Okay.
50 cents, half your life.
Okay.
A century.
Okay.
Third quarter, 75 cents. You're 75 years and older.
Right.
And then fourth quarter, you're 75 to 100.
Okay.
You say that is a negative when I paint that picture and put it right in your face. I want to learn from you. Why is that negative?
Because that analogy, when you're talking about second, third quarter, using that football analogy or that basketball,
right?
You're usually running out of time. You know what I mean? You're running out of time, and for you to equate it to that, you're in your third quarter, it's about to be over, game over, you're running out of time. That's what that clock is. You talking about the clock running out, tick, tick, tick. Go get that, and that's not. But when it comes to human, and especially it's put on women more than men.
Hold on.
All y'all got to do is have money, but we got to look a certain way forever. And oh boy, she in her third quarter, old girl.
What does
time? That's a
negative
connotation there, Robert.
Hold on.
Just say seasoned, mature.
What does
all that third quarter? Running out of time, clock running out. That's no.
Ooh, she having a meltdown here right on Facebook, child. The shoe fit where?
No,
can somebody on Facebook tell me? And then you're gonna equate time and quarters.
You did.
No. You said with especially bad on women. You think that
because it is a saying when you men say, "Oh, it's third quarter, second quarter." It really is associated.
But
it's
the third quarter for us too.
Okay.
Everybody have the same time, and I'm glad you say that. Everybody it's no respecter of person, gender, creed, color, nationality. Everybody have the same time. Why are you saying that is bad, especially for women? Everybody want time. Men want it too.
Not.
You have to use it wisely and say, okay.
I agree, but let's just find another cliche, another saying, analogy, then third quarter, second quarter. That's me. And anybody disagree, you know, please.
Tracy says, Robert, I agree with you on the quarters. All right, Tracy. Parnell says, time is the best truth. Rest my case. Slam dunk. Because when you know, listen, time gives you a gauge. We need it. It's nothing to be afraid about. It's a truth teller. It says, listen, it says that you in the second quarter stop acting like you in the first quarter. It really does. It says that you are an adult, stop acting like a kid because you're not in the first grade anymore. You're 30. Stop acting like you still in the first quarter. You in the second quarter. You got to grow up. And when we start looking at, I wish they taught this in school. I wish they taught, we had these conversations more, because you have to reflect to say, what am I doing? You have to be true to thyself. You can't just listen to the social media, because people are lying on that.
Whew, big time.
So why and you love to say, I'm picking on women. Come on, I love women. My mama a woman.
Really?
Come on. I love my Johnny May. I was raised by a single parent mother.
I guess
she's 80. She's 82. Oh, so she's in her fourth quarter. Does that make me feel bad? No.
Well, when I mentioned my selection as eligible bachelorette, you alluded to and giggled at it and saying, is it third quarter? And that whole running out of time third quarter. But I'm going to leave it alone. I just wanted to let you know how I felt about that. And if you use it in a good way, that's one thing. But I know my brother-in-law. He's over there, barely can contain his laughter. And so he's not using it. He's using
I love truth.
Hurting words.
Read what Rhonda says. I like
what
what Rhonda says.
That's my girl from Charlotte.
I like what Rhonda
says. Sports
says.
are equated with time. You have to get the most points before the clock runs out. Your undertone says time is about to run out. Thank you, Rhonda. Your undertone says time is about to run out.
Well, my cousin Terry, hey, Lucille daughter, all right?
Can't mess with that.
My favorite cousin, Terry Green from Ohio, says tomorrow is not promised. Get in the game. Let you know about time. It's time to rock, man. It's showtime. I ain't playing no more. You got to know what time it is.
No, I agree. And I think I did okay with my time. I bought my first property at 25 and been looking back since. I think I used my time, even when I was going through that horrible, emotionally distressed divorce. I used my time to better myself and go meet new people and move to another state. And I'm so glad that I didn't waste that time, because I can't get it back. So if I have anything to say, if you have any doubts about that man, about making sure, that little surgical procedure, if it's going to make you feel better about yourself and you have everything else in line and prioritize, you can't get that time back. I think there are certain times of people that they want to consider the best times of their life. I think is when you in the F40s. That's a great time. But don't sleep on the 20s and getting yourself together. You just, even financially. Rhonda, thank you. You can be successful in any quarter. Use your quarters wisely. Yes. As well as
Phyllis Jackson, help earn. Yes, Robert. That's the show enough truth. All right. So, some of us, when we hear truth, we recognize, like a dog whistle. We know it. We don't care if it's coming from a bird. When we hear it, we got it.
According to who?
According to who?
Yes.
According to truth. A lot of people cannot discern truth.
Sometimes truths are opinion. That's why cults are formed.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Truth have a way of revealing itself.
Sometimes it may be too late. You're bankrupt.
I want to say it again.
Emotionally corrupt.
You'll know if you was right or not. Time will tell. You wind up in jail. That means what you thought was wrong. You wind up broke. Your decision was wrong. I told you. I told you not to have that surgery 25 years ago.
You did.
Now on the air, you saying, thank you, Robert.
I did.
At that time, you didn't think my truth was my truth wasn't your truth.
Results. I want to instantly feel better. To your point, that feeling at that time.
That's right.
It was fledging.
My truth wasn't your truth then. But in the end, 25 years later, My truth prevail. Let the church say amen.
You know, Robert, we talk about helping people get their financial house in order, but we also need to talk to the people who have the finances. We have a lot of clients that are multi-millionaires, and don't think just because you have the money, you don't need a service of a certified financial planner or a financial planning firm, because it's not what you make, is what you keep. So very often I have people say, well, you know, I've done the right thing. I really don't need your help with discipline. I've invested. I don't need your help there. But you're paying 35% in taxes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But you don't have the right life insurance. You still have the horse and buggy life insurance. But you're not taking advantage of all the tax breaks that Robert likes to talk about. That 72,000 page book with no pictures that you
73,000 page tax code.
73,000. They added 1,000.
Yes.
So because you have money and your finances, as far as the tangible money, is in order, what's your strategy? Now we're going into investment planning.
Yes.
Which is different. You follow me?
Investment
than the
planning,
accumulation stage. Am I right?
Yeah, investment planning is totally different from retirement
Absolutely.
planning. Oh, look at my cousin Terry Green out of Ohio gave you a compliment, Lynda.
Thank you, Terry. Miss Lynda. Why don't you read that?
Okay, I'll read it. Miss Lynda, you are absolutely gorgeous. Remember, there is a halftime time to rest the game.
You gotta just have time out, Terry.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
so I was just saying. All right, thank you, cousin Terry. You didn't say nothing about me, but anyway. At least you can say I got a nice shirt on. But anyway, as I was saying, there's a difference between investment planning and retirement planning. See, investment planning, I want you to get a picture of this.
Okay.
Lynda says, I like to paint pictures. I like you to see. This is how I learn.
Okay.
Investment planning, I want you to think about accumulation. You're like a squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gathering nuts. That's what you're doing. You're gathering nuts. You're like a squirrel, you know. You're not eating all your nuts. We know you do have to you have to eat some. You have to eat. You have to survive.
Okay.
So that's what squirrels do. They'll eat some nuts, but they put some nuts away. So when you investment planning, you gathering nuts and you're trying to make more money, have your money grow for you to even earn more interest, more growth. That's what
Okay.
you're trying to do.
Okay.
That's investment planning.
Okay.
Retirement planning is totally different.
Okay.
Retirement planning means that you've gathered all your nuts and now you want to have a distribution. You know, it's like investment planning. Matter of fact, me and Tavares are going to be talking about this at the 9:15 hour.
Okay.
I really want y'all to tune in because it's very important. So investment planning means that you're like a farmer. You're planting seeds. And it's going to take you 10, 15, 20 years for that tree to grow.
Okay.
And when that tree grows, it gives you shade. And remember, it's been a long time, so the roots are really deeply planted.
Okay.
When the wind blows and the storm comes, it ain't toppling over because it's strong. Then as that investment grows, because you're in an investment move, accumulation move, now you're going to get fruit. You're going to get shade under that tree. Okay, come out of the sun. You're going to be comfortable. You can read a book, and you're going to get fruit. Oranges, apples,
You
depends on.
transition from retirement
right.
planning
to
investment planning.
And retirement planning is when now you're eating off the fruit, right?
Okay.
And you're in the shade. Now you're sitting back. You don't really have
Money
to go
still
out
coming in while you're in the shade?
That's the fruit.
Reading your book?
That's the cash flow.
Listening to the ocean?
That's the cash flow. The
Okay.
cash flow. See, retirement planning means cash flow. You mean annuities, life insurance strategies.
Does it mean I
dividend
got money in the
stocks.
bank?
Yeah, because you got
And
cash flow.
but cash flow is
Social
very
Security
important.
is cash flow. Social
Okay.
Security. Why do you think they don't give you Social Security now when you're 20 years old or you're 30 years old or you're 40 years old? Because it's a retirement income strategy.
Okay.
It's not an accumulation. A lot of people saying, Nick, can I just get my Social Security right now? I'm 40 years old. I got a real estate deal I want to do. No. They're saying make it to retirement and then we'll give you the distribution. The squirrel has to be around long enough so when the winter comes, the squirrel can just chill out and eat off your nuts. So when you are in the second quarter, third quarter, the sooner you start, we have some clients, man, that's 22, 23 years old. They're in the accumulation stage. They really doing a great job. A lot of them in the second quarter, you know. But a lot of y'all in the third quarter, time is really of the essence. You really have to. You can't afford. You shouldn't be out there splurging and spending and eating all your nuts.
And a lot of them are in the second quarter, going into third.
Oh, you like the quarters now, huh? Look at you. Okay, I know I'll come
I
around.
might
That
as well.
wisdom. Okay.
I might as well.
Join it, right?
And they have the money in the bank, but they're earning 2 and 3%. They're not doing the most with it. They're not investing correctly. So it's one thing to just have money and you show me your bank account and it's almost 7 figures. I get it. But you're earning nothing.
Right.
You're earning nothing.
Yeah, having money in the bank is nothing.
So just having money in the bank doesn't mean you have a successful retirement strategy. Is it cash flowing out to you?
No, I don't have money in the bank. Look at my bank. I don't have.
That's not investing.
The bankers come to me like, Rob, we see the money come through here, man. Can we do something for you? I said, no, you can't do nothing.
Miss
Henderson,
Henderson,
can I see you, Miss Henderson?
Right.
No.
We got our investment person over here.
No, it's gonna be here for a little short because it's getting ready to go. My money in the bank is just a little. I mean, I pay for my, the house water bill and light bill. That's to the bank. That's it. Anything, and emergency fund. But I have something that pays at least 10%. Annual dividends that's emergency fund that we use. That's a 10%. Can you believe that?
Wow.
10% is liquid.
Now you use that money to go to the spa
Right.
and go to the couples retreat. So for those high-end clients, give us a call as well, just to give a checkup. I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing, because obviously you do. You've accumulated that money, but I'm telling you, what you don't know very often can and will hurt you. Our phone number 305-825-1444. 305-825-1444. I've said it before, Robert. I'll continue to say it. I want to be a woman of leisure. Even more
You want to be a woman of leisure.
A woman of leisure.
What does that really mean?
I want to be in a position where I wake up with my eyes open. I can pick, choose, and refuse. I can just say, where am I going on the map? And I can live a certain lifestyle without busting a sweat.
Okay.
And so
you pretty much have that now.
I need to kick it up into the next level. I thought my real estate was
insulated from the COVID.
What?
No. Hey, Larry Rivers says, have you all written a book? Yeah, I've written 3 books. You ought to get my book called Spiritual Principles for a Prosperous Life.
Excellent.
My first book is really good. You can get it here at the office. And my first book was The New Underground Railroad, Breaking the Chain of Economic Bondage, Educating the Modern Day Slave About Investment Stocks and Bonds. You can get that. That's on audio. And I went 2 books on tax strategies. And we're working on a book right now. We should probably have it out by Christmas time. And it's the New Underground Railroad Part 2. All right. And Don, see what Don says, Lynda?
Don Patterson. Hey there. Life insurance is a great topic, Robert. Planting seeds for family legacy. That is so true. It's one of the best ways I can think of.
Yes.
Follow me to give it to the next generation. Tracy Tompkins, what is better than real estate? Give us a call, 305-825-1444, because one size doesn't fit all. And it wouldn't be quite right for us to just throw out things. We don't know your temperament. We don't know your tax bracket. Yeah. So just give us a call. There are a lot of things that
I like better than real estate.
He likes
I
better
love
than
better
real estate.
than
Rhonda, do you provide services to out-of-state individuals? Absolutely. Rhonda, girl, give me a call. Absolutely.
As a matter of fact,
a lot of our clients
we got a lot of clients out of state, man. It's amazing. We probably got more clients out of state than we have in state. Believe it or not, from California to Ohio to New York, especially Georgia, Atlanta. Oh my God, Chicago. We got clients in Tennessee, Texas, Houston. I mean, we got clients out of the country, man, in the Bahamas and Africa and Europe. Yeah, we've been doing this for 30 years.
We got to do it in every time zone.
Yeah, people are always looking for information. Yeah, but there are a lot of great investments. But like Lynda said, we don't just throw something on you. We're not just selling you. We're looking at your situation. Yeah. Just like there's a lot of medicine out there. There's a lot of ways to lose weight. There's a lot of exercise routine. It's just not one. It depends on something that matches with what you need to do and what you need to work on, and we'll talk to you.
I just knew for me the intangible assets was important, which is why I had to get up off my duff. Somebody turned 19 every day. You don't want nobody to just pull the rug from under you. You got to go out there and get it, especially to my ladies. Go out there and get it so that you can, when you want to go on that spa to Arizona or you want to get that card. Sometimes, for most people, I'm going to submit too soon. But plan it, And you can have anything you want with proper planning and prioritizing. Now, when I heard a moan and a groan,
because I want you to say something to my men. Because you just act like, I'm glad I'm a man on this to represent. Can I just hear something out of your mouth say to the men?
We love our men.
That's it. We love them.
We support our men. We want you there. And we couldn't do it without you. We want life partners.
And what should the men be doing?
I'm a force all by myself.
What should the men be doing?
I'm amazing together with a good.
What should the men be doing? So you said what the women should be doing. What should the men be doing?
I will not, I hear the hint of sarcasm, but I will not apologize for having expectations of my partner, of a man. I will not, and I say that to women. And the reason why you hear me keep going hard on women is very often, and even in 2021, darn near, we think a man is a plan. And so I'm there today as a even though I'm a bachelorette.
Can you saying a man is not a plan? Don't depend on a man, but you're
a man is never. I don't care if he Steve Jobs. He's not a boy, not Steve Jobs. That just is
the man dead. Yeah, the man is dead. The man is dead. The man is dead. Most eligible bachelorette. The man is dead. Most eligible.
You get me off.
I'm just gonna, matter of fact, I think for the rest of the year I may call her most eligible. How about that? Lynda V. Harris.
You know what?
Vice
and
President
I
of
will
Henderson Financial Group, most eligible bachelorette. How you like that? Most eligible.
Give us a call. We are the Henderson Financial Group, and we do this. We sit down, we talk, we laugh. I know financial planning can be sometimes boring, intimidating. We're not there to just wiggle our finger at you and tell you what you're doing wrong. We want to sit down and have a conversation. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? And how can we get you there? 305-825-1444.
Yes. I'm so glad that you reeled it back in and say.
Rhonda, men should lead financially, be great, and be great examples to follow.
Now, do you
I
agree?
like that.
You do? You don't think women should lead financially? That's your home girl. You say
Well,
men should lead.
They should. I won't apologize for them expecting the man to make as much as I make or more financially. They need to be, Thank you, Terry. These nuggets are fire. I have learned so much. You guys keep me motivated. Thank you very, very much.
So you believe that men should lead?
If I'm going to get with a partner,
I just want you to ask.
Financial.
Your Honor, can you have her answer the question?
I will not.
Your Honor, I'm going to let the courts let the courts hear this. I want to ask her another question.
If he's
Lynda, Miss Eligible Bachelorette. Do you agree with your homegirl Rhonda from North Carolina that men should lead financially?
If he's demonstrated and he's capable, then yes, he should. But I am the financial advisor.
I understand
and if he's a basketball player, you do your job. I'm the financial advisor, so obviously I may know a little more. But if has demonstrated, I don't have a problem letting a man lead financially. Matter of fact, I'm tired. Please go ahead and do it. But you got to demonstrate.
So he has to be qualified to lead.
You better believe it. That's
so you don't believe the man should lead
just because he got a penis? I mean, just because he's a man?
Oh, eligible bachelor.
We at the kitchen table.
God.
I apologize. You get this.
Now it's coming out. Now it's coming. Now it's coming out. Woo. Okay.
305-825-1444.
So you don't believe that?
Just because he's a man, no. If he's qualified, yes.
Okay.
All
right. I like that. I like that. Okay, there you have it, homegirl Rhonda. She don't believe.
Rhonda would not let a broke man with bad credit hasn't demonstrated.
Why you gotta have bad credit? Just a man.
Well, just because he's a man, he shouldn't be able. That doesn't make him.
What if y'all make the same amount of income? What if y'all make the same amount of income a year?
If he's demonstrated, it's not about what you make; it's what you keep and what you're demonstrating. And you know that. You know what? This has been a great show. He's getting me all out, and this is I can't.
Because now you're starting to call out body parts.
This is not good. It's not good.
Boy, I tell you. But listen, my piano teacher Moses is watching the show. Hey, yes, Moses, gotta have you come back. As long as you have a mask, you gotta test. Make sure you test for COVID. You come back to the office. I need to get my piano lessons back going on. Matter of fact, my daughter Jasmine.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah, they calm me down.
You were like ding ding. Yeah. Please, Moses.
Hey, listen. I want you guys to stay tuned. I want you all to stay tuned because at 9:15, Tavares and I are coming back. My daughter Hyacinth, she's on a business trip. She's out of the country. No, she's in Washington. Yeah,
Okay.
so she'll be back on Monday. So I'm going to fill in for her. And Tavares and I are going to rap about. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about stock split. Matter of fact, did you know FP&L is splitting their stocks for one? We're going to talk about that, and we also want to talk about this whole financial behavior for people and what we need people to get a grasp and understand. And then stay tuned, because at 10:30 a.m. James T. is a legend. He's been around South Florida, but he's been around the whole country.
Yes.
Been over 50 years in the entertainment business. And we have this understanding part 2 that starts at 10:30. So I want you all to be there too. So plan your day. Hey, listen, if you have to go, but you can always come back and you can watch all of these shows anytime you want to, because they're on Facebook Live. Okay? So I'm Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach. This is my lovely sister-in-law, business partner, co-host, most eligible
I knew you was gonna
bachelorette,
say that.
vice president of the Henderson Financial Group, Lynda V. Harris. Lynda, give out the number one more time before
Absolutely. Give us a call. Let's sit down. We can go by Zoom. First hour is free. Let's just kick it and see where you want to be. 305-825-1444. No stress, no pressure. Let's just get you where you want to be so you can be a person of leisure. I didn't say woman.
Okay.
So you can be a person of leisure. So you can go on that retreat.
You don't want to get up. You don't want the LGBT get a. You don't want. That's why you said a person, huh? You got a whole lot of LGBTQ. Tara just waking up. How you doing, Tara? Love you. Hey, we got to go. We'll talk to you guys later. Stay tuned. Peace.